So I took Sadie to the hospital. The emergency room staff moved quickly the moment they checked Sadie's temperature. 104.1 degrees. The nurse looked at me with concern. How long has she been like this? I glanced at Sadie, who lay quietly on the hospital bed, clutching her yellow moon blanket. I don't know, I answered honestly. I got a call less than an hour ago. The doctor ordered tests immediately. Blood work, fluids, a chest x-ray, everything. While nurses cared for Sadie, I stepped into the hallway and finally called Wesley. The phone rang 6 times before he answered. "Dad," he said groggily, "do you know what time it is?" I nearly lost my temper. "Do you know your daughter is in the emergency room?" Silence. Then a sharp inhale. "What?" "Sadie had a fever over 103 when you left her alone. She's dehydrated and struggling to breathe. I'm at the hospital right now." For several seconds, he said nothing. Then I heard Marin's voice in the background. "Who is it?" Wesley covered the phone, but not well enough. "It's Dad." A moment later, Marin grabbed the phone. "Why would you take her to a hospital?" she snapped. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "Because she's sick." "We gave her medicine." "You left an 8-year-old child alone." "We were only gone for the weekend." My grip tightened around the phone. She could barely stand. Marin's voice became cold. "She always exaggerates when Carter gets attention." I ended the call. There was nothing left to say. The next morning, the doctor gave me news that made my stomach drop. Sadie had pneumonia. The doctor explained that without treatment, the infection could have become much more serious. Then he asked the question I had been dreading. Who was supervising her? I slowly removed the folded note from my pocket. The doctor's expression changed as he read it. "Sir," he said quietly, "you need to keep this." I nodded, because now it wasn't just family drama. It was evidence. 2 days later, Child Protective Services opened an investigation. I handed over the note, the thermometer, the photograph of the bedroom, everything. Investigators interviewed neighbors. Several admitted they had noticed something disturbing for years. Carter always seemed to come first. New bikes, new vacations, birthday parties. Meanwhile, Sadie was often left behind. One neighbor even remembered hearing Marin tell someone, "We saved Sadie, but sometimes I think she forgets how grateful she should be." Saved, as if adoption was a debt a child could never repay. Weeks passed. Sadie recovered slowly. During that time, she stayed with me. The first few nights, she apologized constantly for needing water, for coughing, for waking up scared, for existing. Every apology broke my heart. One evening, I sat beside her on the porch while we watched the sunset. "Sadie," I said, "why do you always say sorry?" She stared at the ground. "Because when people help me, it causes problems." I felt tears sting my eyes. "No, sweetheart." She looked up. "Needing help doesn't make you a problem." For a long moment, she simply stared at me. Then she started crying. Not loud, not dramatic. The kind of crying that comes from carrying something heavy for far too long. I held her until the tears stopped. Months later, the investigation concluded. The findings were serious. Child neglect, failure to provide adequate supervision, medical endangerment. The court ordered major changes. But the most important decision came from Sadie herself. One afternoon, she sat across from me at the kitchen table. The yellow moon blanket was wrapped around her shoulders. "Grandpa." "Yes?" "If I could choose?" She hesitated. "Could I stay here?" My heart nearly broke. Not because she asked, because she asked so carefully, as though love might still have conditions. I reached across the table and took her hand. "You never have to earn a place in this family." Tears filled her eyes. "Really? Really?" For the first time since that terrible night, Sadie smiled. A real smile, the kind children wear when they finally feel safe. And in that moment, I realized something. The call at 1:58 a.m. didn't save Sadie's life. It revealed the truth, a truth hidden behind perfect family photos, neat lawns, and polite smiles. The truth that every child deserves to be loved equally, and that sometimes the bravest thing a child can do is whisper 3 simple words into a phone in the middle of the night. "Grandpa, I need you." What would you have done if you found that note? Comment yes. If Grandpa Harlan made the right decision, and follow for more emotional family stories.